Hey everybody, Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy here. Thanks as always for tuning in. Exciting one today for you. The date today is the 24th of August 2016, and behind my back, sneaky quick peek there, I have 3 golf clubs from a very famous manufacturer which I've been waiting to do a review on for some time now. It's a great range. It's the new Mizuno JPX 900 range. Now these aren't officially launched in the UK until the 5th of September. As a Mizuno fitting centre, I get sent fitting heads ahead of the launch date so that I can start fitting people ready in time for when they start shipping these clubs and building them. So I've got them quite early, so I'm really pleased to have them. Now, without tantalising you anymore, have a little look at these beauties. So I hope the camera can do these justice, because they are things of beauty. Starting at the top here, we've got the JPX 900 Tour, which is what I'm going to do my video on today, and then I'm going to do full reviews on this one, the 900 Forged, and then finally the JPX 900 Hot Metal. Now these clubs are really to look at. Let's focus on the one I'm going to do the video on today. This is the 900 Tour. There's this whole debate about, you know, which club will suit what type of golfer, and I'm not going to go down that road because it seems to provoke a lot of annoyance amongst you if I was to turn around and say that this club is for a single-figure golfer only, which I'm not going to say. It's not about that. It's all about really finding the club that suits your ability, suits your aspirations, and helps you play better golf. So let's not go down this debate of what handicap is best for that. That's really something for you and your fitting Mizuno fitter to discuss. So JPX 900 Tour, this is the one we're going to focus on today. I must say, it's a pretty sexy looking golf club. It's got this lovely sort of matte finish to it. It's very uncluttered on the back. We've got the Mizuno Runbird on here. We've got a little bit of a cavity going on. Very sort of thin top lines, very thin bottom edge to the club. It just looks beautiful. Let me give you a little bit of spec now. Because this has not been officially launched yet, the spec doesn't appear on the Mizuno website, so I've had to kind of dig around a little bit to find some information on this. So I probably will do some more in-depth reviews when I get some more information. The loft isn't even published online yet, so I've had this in the loft and line machine. This is a 6-iron, as you can see, and it's a typical Mizuno MP loft. It's 30 degrees, folks, okay? So a very honest loft, and I imagine the degrees are going to be 4-degree increments, so 7-iron 34, 8-iron 38, 9-iron 42, pitching wedge 46. We've seen lofts in the Mizuno MP range be very, very consistent for many years now. They're not going to go down the route of cranking lofts on a club like this, you know, down to 28, 27 on a 6-iron. Right, let's tell you a little bit about it. It's a grain flow forged club. It's made out of 1025E pure select mild carbon steel, and each club is crafted out of a single billet, a single piece of this material. And it's, you know, there's videos online you can watch from the factory in Japan, and these things are handcrafted. You know, they're forged by hand under these huge presses, heated and da-di-da-di-da. It's a real bit of craftsmanship that goes into making this golf club. We'll talk about price a little bit more. What they've done here is they've moved weight around a little bit. They've moved some weight out to the perimeter of the golf club. That's to deal with some off-centre hits. So, you know, if we are catching the ball a little bit high, low, whatever, there's a little bit more forgiveness. So they've moved the weight to the extremities. It's being pushed to the outside. Satin finish, which we've talked about, top lines, sole widths and face gauge are smaller than some of the MP irons that we've seen. So it really is, when you sit this down from above, it looks very blade-like, but we do have some forgiveness built in. So it kind of covers a lot of bases in that respect. Hit some balls a bit earlier. It feels, I was hitting shots with, we'll show you some numbers, with the Mizuno MPX golf ball. It felt buttery soft. I know that's a bit of a cliche term to say buttery soft, but that's the best description I could come up with. It did feel very, very soft indeed. There's always been this debate about, can you tell the difference between a forged club and a cast club? And over the years, I've kind of myself thought, can I feel the difference between a cast club and a forge club? And some days I can, some days I can't. Tell you what, folks, with this, there's no denying. I could feel like this was a soft forge material. Was it difficult to hit? Honestly, it's not the easiest golf club to hit. Let's put it this way. If I was to misstrike one at the heel, at the toe, not quite put a good swing on it, it's not going to help me. But again, this is where you get into the whole debate of what type of golfer should be using this club. I don't really know how to put that. I think that's something you've got to go and discover yourself. Let's take it to, let's say you're playing off a 28 handicap. You're newish to the game, your swing's a little bit erratic, your ball striking isn't great, you're looking for something which is going to give you some help and forgiveness. This is not the club for you, folks. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's just going to make the game of golf, the wonderful game of golf, too hard. It's something which, if you're a nice ball striker and you may be aspiring to be a better ball striker and you want some feedback off the club, this could certainly work. So go and get fitted, go and hit it. It's a beautiful club. Let's have a look at some numbers here. Let me just turn off this big spotlight above so we can just see the screen a little bit better. That's great. So I hit several shots with it. There are some new shaft options coming as well, which I'm going to do a separate video on for you. Let me just turn a few more lights on in the background here. You can maybe see me a bit better. Yeah, in the UK, they're launching a lot of new shafts. There's some new shafts from Dynamic Gold going to be available. There are some new shafts from Project X going to be available. I think there's something like another 20 shaft options available in the UK. And the interesting thing they're doing over here, and I'd love to know if it's the same in the States, in Canada, Australia, wherever you are in the world, they're doing this one price option on the clubs. It doesn't matter what shaft you have fitted, what grip you have fitted, it's all one price. So you could have graphite, not that you probably want to put graphite in this type of club, but if you wanted to, it could probably be done. So Mizuno's thinking there is that you shouldn't be put off by price on what shaft you want. With certain other companies, if you wanted, say, a Modus shaft or the very latest KBS shaft, then maybe not charged. So they might say, well, that's the best shaft for you, but it's going to cost you another £10, £15, $20 per club to have that shaft. Oh, and I want a multi-compound grip rather than the standard grip. Ah, that's fine, but that'll cost you another £10, another $10 to have that grip per club. So before you know it, you've maybe got another £20, £30, $30 per club added on to the price. So that would put some people off. So Mizuno is saying it's one price, whatever you want, it's the same price. Now, we'll just touch on price. These are premium, folks, because of the craftsmanship that goes into building this club. It's an expensive process, and these are at the top end. You know, in this country, you're going to be, the retail price will be somewhere around about £120, £125 per club. Now that's not to say that's the price will be on the street, on the internet, probably be a bit lower, who knows what it might be, but it is premium because it is a top end product. Let's have a look at some numbers. I was hitting with a KBS 290 in stiff here, standard lie, standard length, blah 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 blah. Average club speed was coming in at about 86, 87 miles an hour. And let's go straight to the numbers which interest us. Carry distances, I'm not going to talk to you about run out because I'm more interested in carry. I hit 4 shots, 2 left, 4 right, 3 yards right, 5 yards right. So I was averaging 2 yards right on those 4 shots, so fairly accurate. And carry distance average 169. Through the end. So 169 from start to touchdown. Excuse me, the projector's just going into standby mode, so we lost all our pictures. There we go. So about what I'd expect really. 169 carry from a 6-iron is good. If we want distance, monster distances, then there's other clubs available. So very pleased with that. Backspin rate off a 6-iron. I had a couple, again this will be dependent on strike, you can see how the spin can vary dependent on, I'm a low ball launcher as well, as people who watch my videos know, so I'm only launching this 6-iron at around about 17, 18 degrees, which is pretty low. I purposely hit this one a little bit more, staying behind it, trying to launch it higher, just to give some variation on numbers, and you can see the spin rate went up to probably what you'd expect, really around about 5.8, giving me 167 carry. With the lower ball launches, the spin was around about 5,000, so it's okay. You know, and I could play around with shafts and different types of shafts to change that launch angle and spin rate. So good numbers. It's a great club, folks. It's going to be big. This is a big range for Mizuno. I've been retailing and fitting Mizuno irons for a long time, probably 20-25 years. And I think this JPX 900 range will probably be, I'm going to stick my neck on the line here, and I honestly think this could be their most successful range of irons ever. And that's a bold statement to make because they've had some pretty big clubs over the years, but this 900 range for me, with the Tour, with the Forged, with this fella, which I can't wait to review as well, with the hot metal, who knows how far this thing's going to go. I think they've got everything covered. So I'm excited. I can't wait to start fitting these clubs, to start showing them to people. Delighted to get this video out there fairly early. I appreciate there's not the full spec details yet because I don't have those details, but I just wanted you to see this club as soon as I saw it. So there it is. It's the 900 Tour. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. Mizuno, if I had a hat on, I would take it off to you. You are a great company. I don't get paid to do these videos by any manufacturers. My honest opinion, for all you Mizuno fans out there, you should be excited. Thanks for watching. Bye.